Good morning, everyone. Do you remember what we were doing yesterday? First of all, we rehearsed our scripts with all our sentences and actions for our 3 paragraphs about our pet. Then we added some useful words onto our information map to help us with our writing today. And thirdly, we learnt about how to use a comma in our writing if we're writing a list of things. Have a look at my sentence on the board here. A goldfish can be black, white, or red. I've got a list of colours there, black, white, or red. But I don't have a comma, and I think I should. I'll read it one more time, and you tell me where you think the comma should go. A goldfish can be black, white, or red. Where should the comma go? Yes, the comma should be after black, between black and white. We don't need a comma here because we have or. Yesterday we used and a lot, but or works in the same way. Today, you might have some sentences where you need to use a comma. Let me think. You might have a sentence that says, a cat has soft paws, sharp claws, and a long tail. You would need then a comma in between the soft paws and the sharp claws. You might have, a dog has a wet nose, a wagging tail, and floppy ears. If you had that sentence, you'd need a comma in between wet nose and waggy tail. So try today to use commas if you have some ideas in a list. Okay. Now, I'm going to do my first paragraph today. You're going to watch me write, and hopefully it will help you a little bit to remember how to write your paragraph. Today you won't be able to write along with me because you're not writing about a goldfish. You've got your own pet. So I will do my writing and then we'll stop our video and you can have a go at writing your paragraph today. But I'll give you lots of good reminders, hopefully. Okay, so let's clean this sentence off of the board because this isn't my first sentence. You will see that I have my information map right at the top of my board, and that is to help me with my writing. So I'm going to remind myself of my first sentence. Goldfish are small, slippery animals that live in water. Okay, I've got my idea. Goldfish. I'm going to start my sentence with a capital letter. Are small, slippery. I've got 2 words together there in a list, so I need a comma in between them. Are small, slippery animals that live in water. This one was, they are not always gold. They are not always gold. They can be black, white or red. They can be black, white or red. As I'm writing, I'm not going too fast. If we go too fast, we often forget our full stops. Or we might remember our full stop, but then we forget the next letter needs to be a capital letter. If we go too fast, our handwriting isn't as neat as it could be. It doesn't sit on the lines. So I'm taking my time with my writing, and that's what I want you to do today. We're only going to write one short paragraph, just a few sentences, but let's make them our very, very best. Some goldfish are spotty, stripy, or have patterns. Some goldfish are spotty, or stripy, but some have other patterns. Full stop. Oh, here's my sleeping goldfish. When they sleep, they are not so I wrote bright on here yesterday, didn't I? So I can look back at my sheet to check I get the spelling right of some of my trickier words. Bright, it's the IGH spelling. They have a tail and fin to help them swim. You see, I am saying my sentences before I write. That's a good thing for you to do too. If you say your sentences before you write, they're in your head ready. Just a little bit closer so you can see all of my writing. They have a tail and fins to help them swim. Goldfish have a mouth, 2 eyes, and scales all over their body. My last sentence now, I'm going to make this really good. Goldfish have a mouth, comma, because I'm doing a list, 2 eyes, and scales. I'll stop there, you won't be able to see it. And scales. Here's my paragraph. But I should have done before I started, and I left this space at the top for it. Do you remember when we first looked at that information writing? We noticed that at the top, it had a title. So at the top of our page, before you write today, write your title. I'm going to just call mine Goldfish. You could call it All About Cats, Information About Dogs, Guinea Pig Facts. You decide your title. Your title has to be about the whole of your piece of writing. And if you have a ruler at home, underline your title. And then just above our first paragraph, we needed to write our subheading. Today's writing is about appearance. So this has its own line. The title has its own line. The subheading has its own line. And again, if you have a ruler, underline your subheading. And that's what your writing should look like today. At the top, your title of your whole piece of writing, goldfish. Then your subheading for today, appearance. And then a beautiful piece of writing. You can send me your writing, and I'm going to tell you what I'm looking for today. I'm looking for some really interesting facts. I'm looking for really interesting sentences to read. I'm looking for capital letters and full stops. I'm looking for commas if you have a list on your writing. And I'm looking for neat, careful writing. So we'll stop our video now for today, and you're going to write just one paragraph, appearance. Don't go on ahead, and we'll do the next bit tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow.